Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 99 Gaming's The Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 2, The Bridge Countdown Live. Yes, it is Walking Dead Day, and we are live. This is going to be an amazing episode tonight. Get ready, and we're going to have reactions. It's going to be early reactions tonight. It's going to be 10:15, so we will be doing our reactions while Talking Dead is on. Just got to have it that way. So hopefully you guys will have the TV on in the background, still be participating in our chat. Do want to, we got Super Chat already. We got Wilson. Wilson, welcome to the States, my man. Hopefully you guys were on the Facebook fan page, saw some of the pictures that the Cuervo Queen and Wilson posted. But Wilson says, Steph, Emmy, Kells, Tommy, Kills, love to you all, and thank you so much. Hopefully you're having a wonderful time. And I do have to warn everybody, there are going to be some spoiler discussion in tonight's countdown, because I'm going to give you just a few of the things. I'm not going to go line by line, but we do know there are some major big events happening. If you don't want to be involved in the chat tonight, it's going to be a shorter stream. It'll be, 15, 20 minutes. We usually do these. But we will be talking about some major events going down. And as I said, if you want to be completely shocked, then you don't want to listen to the rest of what we're going to say, because there's some major stuff going down tonight. But I'm going to start with the more minor stuff, because I think there's going to be just an awesome storyline tonight. If you guys got a chance to see the stream earlier today that we did, our love and hate, which is just something new we're doing on Sunday mornings. We talked a lot about Michonne and Maggie, and I think you're really going to see that start to take place tonight. I am super excited about this story. Two things that I said that I want to see when we were talking last week is I want to see Negan's storyline. I'm very curious, and I want to see Michonne as well, because I think Michonne is going to develop into the next leader of the show. It's going to be awesome stuff. I'm trying to catch up here. All right, reading a few chats here. So can we get this, whoever this person is just making random comments. Moderators, can you guys exit this person? I'm a little distracted because every once in a while there's just this moronic person that drops into our chat. So, and he's appropriately named. So I'm not going to call any attention to him, but let's just, there you go. Thank you so much. All right, now let's get back to the people that want to be here, that are a part of the channel. So let's get right to it. I'm gonna table the Michonne conversation for a second. Daryl, tonight we are going to see Daryl just the brutality. Daryl is going to, I think, win over the audience once again. He's just been kind of mumbling. I'll find that son of a bitch. I'm going to kill that son of a bitch. Daryl is going to definitely bring it tonight. We got a little bit of drama with Henry doing his job. We find out that Ezekiel and Carol have really taken Henry as their own. I mean, they're raising him. I know Ezekiel done a little bit of that, but we'll see some more moments between Carol and Henry. And we're going to see Daryl step up to the plate, too, while Henry is serving some water. Justin's going to have a bad day today. You guys, hopefully you were here earlier in the week and we talked about it. I mean, Justin's going to pick on Henry. Henry's going to whoop him up. Daryl's going to whoop him up. Daryl's going to whoop him up again. And at the very end, someone else is, too. So I do have to ask, and if you guys saw the opening minutes, I don't think it was confirmed 100% that Rick is talking to Negan, and when he might be talking to Negan, pay attention to that tonight. Because Rick does sit down, and he says, it's been a while since we've had one of these talks. I didn't see enough of it to see if that actually was Negan that he was talking to. Did you guys catch any hints in that? I apologize if it's very obvious, but I didn't. The only reason why I would question that if we didn't physically see him is because Rick is very cordial in that chat. Very cordial. Because he starts going through talking about, what they've done, all the things they accomplished. Just pay special attention to it. I know many of us assume he's talking to Negan. But if you don't see it and you just listen to it, and once again, it may be extremely obvious that's who he's talking to, but I was just a little surprised he was just so nice. I mean, the one thing that sounded like he was is when he's talking to Negan is when he said, don't speak. I would assume that was early on when, after Negan got his throat cut and he was still healing. But If he's not, and we don't see it, that would be a nice little mystery. So we are going to get some mysteries tonight at the very end. As I said, there will be some spoilers we talk about tonight, not full spoilers. But the big news is, and I am going to go ahead and say it now, is Aaron getting his forearm chopped off tonight. Oh, man. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. They're setting the stage with Enid and Cindy becoming the next doctors. So who knows about Sadiq. But the Aaron thing going down and how that goes. Apparently, it's very fast-paced, too. You know, with the logs and a whole bunch of other stuff. And then, you know, his arm gets trapped. And then, you know, there's walkers being fought in the background. So definitely looking forward to that scene. So I am... I'm going to ask once again, we did this in the spoiler chat the other day because I do want to draw some direct comparisons. Those of you that have a good idea what's going to go down with the Michonne and Maggie drama, the Daryl, you know, fighting Justin, and the Aaron situation, I am going to predict that tonight's episode is going to be, no doubt about it, a 10. So I want you right now, give me that score once again so I can get you on record in this video. If you're watching the playback, if you watch the playback of this before you see The Walking Dead, then give it a rating. But I just want to see. I think some people are coming out of the gates with some high expectations. Sheila getting on the board early. June getting on the board early. We've got some 10s. Ann Hodge low-balling me a little bit, Ann. Paul Gilmore low-balling me. Jamie Jordan, come on, Jamie. 8. Who's going to go lower than 8? Let's see the haters. Got another 8. Rhonda DeLuca, low-balling. Whole lot of 10s, a whole lot of high scores tonight. There you go, Coral. Coral, give me a 7. Somebody's got to hate the show more than that. Come on. Do I got a 6? Do I get a 5? Coral. Coral. Sorry. All right. JB, I'm not even reading that. You know what? If you're giving it 2s, you're in the wrong chat, my man. This is a Walking Dead fan club. This is not a Walking Dead haters club. All right, so we know that this is going to go down. This is going to be an amazing show. I was just teasing you, man. All right, so all of you that gave scores, I need to see you here tonight at 10:15 after the show because I want to see your reaction. It is going to be a good one. Even when I started seeing some of the spoilers weeks ago, this is kind of the one I circled. You know, I knew the one, I knew the premiere was going to be the premiere, and it was good. It painted that picture for us. But I was looking forward to this one because I knew 1 or 2 events that were going to happen. Not exactly how they're going to go down, but the Aaron situation and the Justin situation. And they are building it up. So, what are you most excited to see tonight? And we've talked about the stories. We know the relationships are there. Got a little Father G, Father G and Ann. Justin does Pete M. There's a mystery around Justin at the very end of tonight's episode, so stay tuned and watch. June Smith wants to see Justin's fight. Which one? Which one of the 4, June? The first one with Henry, the second one with Daryl, the third one with Daryl, or the 4th one, which might be the Whispers. Might be Dwight. Might be Daryl. We don't know. We don't know who the 4th one is. It would be nice, I think it would only be fitting because it's Henry first, then Daryl, then Daryl. So if the last one is Henry and Daryl, then I think, that's okay. I do think it's way too early for the Whispers. It's only the first time skip. But if Dwight were picking off saviors, I I still don't know. I'm going to be... I don't think it's the Whispers. And it just might be a whole nother storyline. I mean, maybe there's more deceit than we know. Maybe it's the big guy at Sanctuary that said, bless you, Rick Grimes. I mean, maybe he's had enough. You know, he might be nice on the outside, and he's tired of Maggie not sending him food. Or I don't know. I guess he wouldn't kill his own guy. But I'm just saying it could just be somebody that we don't know who it is. So Paul Gilmore with a super chat and says, have you heard any more about Anne's arc? No. Have not, except for the budding relationship with Father G and communication with the helicopter. What is interesting about Anne's arc, though, that we found out, is she was a teacher. Because she talked about taking her students to the Museum of Natural History when they were up there in last week's episode. And Negan was a high school basketball coach, I guess, but I don't think there's any connection between the two of them. I just don't think they know each other. I mean, I guess we could spark up some drama, but I think they were just business partners, post-apocalypse. The only thing is, there still could be, you know, Father G might be the one to unlock Negan's cage, maybe Jadis. I mean, Rick kind of spared... I'm sorry, not Rick. Negan kind of spared Jadis. So I do think that there's a mutual respect. And Negan did kill Simon after... So that's kind of payback as well. I think Jadis might actually be the one to free Negan. Just my feeling. And Father G wouldn't. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know how much Father G can see at this point. I'm going to catch up on a couple comments here. Will Negan get out tonight? I don't think so. Well, here's the thing I can guarantee you. Whether there's a whisperer whispering time or whether there's some people keeping an eye on them, the time skip is tricky. It is really tricky. I mean, we already got a year and a half under our belts. So we got 18 months under our belts. And we don't know if they're going to go back on some of that. And then from what we're hearing, we're going to get another 3.5 years. Billy Atkinson says, Kills, do you still play The Walking Dead Road to Survival? Billy, I will tell you, I gave up on Scopely when they went to 6 stars, my man. You will see some more Walking Dead gameplay, but I can guarantee it will not be Walking Dead Road to Survival. So, I'm not ready to try to pinpoint a Whisper introduction theory just yet. And I think that was the purpose of them messing around with time. There's a whole lot of different directions I can go with it, and there's a whole lot of different directions that we've already started. I don't even know if Alpha is a Whisper at this point in the game. It's debatable. We don't know what pushes her to that. We don't know if she's been a Whisperer for 10 years and she's kind of been in the vicinity. We don't know if she's just becoming a Whisperer right now at the first time skip and just building up her army, or maybe it's something that happens after the time skip. I mean, there could be a few of them out there, but I don't know that they're a force to be reckoned with. And they're just kind of waiting and waiting and waiting to sort of understand and wait for them to sort of, encroach on their territory. I just don't, I don't know if we're going to get that. I don't know if we're going to get that story. It's fun to talk about. And there could be some little Easter eggs out there. But let's not jump the gun on it just yet. There's plenty of time to figure it out. We don't have to be the first to kind of cast the net out there and say, we saw that first clue. Let's make sure that we get a good story, that we got some good stuff to really sink our teeth into. And I think once the Whispers are here, believe me, we're going to be inundated with Whispers. We're going to be tired of Whispers. And I don't know that I've seen something to really tell me they're here. But tonight's episode, we'll see. I mean, if there's one or two things that we can, we're definitely going to be looking for it. So Coral says, where would Negan go when he escapes? I don't think Negan's going to escape. This has been something that's been brought up many times in the chats, like, who lets Negan out? What's going on? I think Negan might get some freedom. I think he might do a little midnight stroll. Especially if he hasn't yet, because people are going to start to see he's going crazy. He's claustrophobic. He's pinned up. I think, just for 10, 15 minutes outside that cell, I think he'd be more than willing to come back in the cell. Because it's not like he can go up. See, this is what people don't understand. If Negan gets out and he goes to the sanctuary, they got no weapons. What's he going to do? Just go up there and die? Negan's purpose right now is to build trust and rebuild himself. He's got nowhere to go, and no one's going to follow him yet. Maggie, Jamie, that's pretty brutal. I don't think Maggie's going to let Negan go like a fox and just go out in the woods and chase him down like a fox hunt. And do you really think Negan would run? Toledo, that's a good question. The final warning sign is where Justin was killed and the mystery who left the message. So I don't think that's a bad theory, because part of it is the expansion. The bridge could really piss the Whisperers off. If that bridge fell on its own, if the Whisperers were involved in that, maybe that was the first warning. The bridge was falling apart, and they helped it along a little bit just to keep them from expanding. And then perhaps they do something else and say, look, this is your final warning. Well, what was the worst warning, or the first warning? Well, probably some of the structures that have been taken down. I could certainly see the the expansion being a problem for the Whispers. The only drawback to that is I don't know that the writers, I don't know that they're going to give them a soft introduction, if you know what I mean. Like, for example, I don't think the Whispers are ever going to be redeemable. I don't think there's going to be any gray area. I don't think there's going to be any of it. Well, you know, kind of like with Negan and with Rick. Well, Rick killed a few of his men, and he killed a few of Rick's men, and one's right, one's wrong. I don't think we're going to see that with the Whispers, and I think if expansion, which from what I hear it is in the comics, and the Whispers put the heads on the pikes, I don't know it's going to be one of those where we give them the benefit of the doubt and say, well, they did warn them, and they kept going, and so the Whispers technically are right. I think they're going to have to be more gruesome and more and faster. Like very, very hardcore. And Legend, that's a good question. So the bridge is important, but where the bridge goes to, the shortcuts, all of those things. The one thing I will say is, and you'll see it tonight, the radioing back and forth and some of the jokes going back and forth, like, we got this covered. No, we got this covered. All right, we'll take this route. Clearly they're growing and they're exploring new areas, and that could be the problem for the Whispers. But that's a different conversation. That's a conversation for later on in this week. Tonight's conversation with the countdown, and we got a couple minutes left. So I've seen a lot of things you guys are super, super excited about. We know the big event that happens tonight is going to be Aaron and Enid, and it is going to be awfully painful. Enjoy the show tonight, everybody. This is The Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 2 Countdown. Just like to get everybody hyped up. Go grab some food. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the show. I'm going to take a ton of notes and meet us all back here tonight at 10:15, and we're going to get your reaction. One last thing that I want to throw out for the group before we wind down the stream and let everybody take off is we know what you're looking forward to tonight. Do you think Maggie is redeemable, or do you think Maggie will continue down a path of further evil tonight in the next episode? So leave your thoughts and comments at the end of this video. Just want to see who is on Team Maggie's side and who is thinking that she's getting too far gone to ever come back to this area. All right. Excellent thoughts, everybody. Thanks for watching. We're going to take it out with that comment. I will see you all at 10:15 tonight. Enjoy the show. Peace.